Okay, it's time to say goodbye and hit the road. Record my mileage and head on up the highway. This is the planned route. On the road again. Heading down south to Norfolk, Virginia to take a look at the coast. I ended up going to Philadelphia and stopping at Independence Hall, as you can see in the background in the middle here. So I took that exit and I headed to Independence Hall, found myself a good parking spot right around the corner, and took a look at our former nation's capital. This was the building where Congress met before they moved the capital to Washington, D.C. Arrived just in time to hear the bells peal. Moving further south, I came across the Philadelphia Eagles Stadium at Lincoln Financial Field. And further south, crossing the Susquehanna River. Continuing south, I hit Baltimore and saw a few landmarks there. The Johns Hopkins Hospital and the Baltimore skyline. And finally, the Baltimore Ravens Stadium. For some reason, I thought the NSA and the Goddard Space Flight Center was something worth recording. When I arrived in D.C., I saw the Pentagon, so I had to film it. I went ahead and parked the truck at the Arlington National Cemetery and rode my scooter across to the Lincoln Memorial and began to see the sights there. Unfortunately, I couldn't ride my scooter in the cemetery. Panorama of the reflecting pool and the Washington Monument in the distance. The Vietnam Memorial. Then a scooter ride along the reflecting pool to the World War II monument. looking back at the Lincoln Memorial, then the White House, and then the U.S. Capitol. This is a panorama starting at the Lincoln Memorial and panning over to the U.S. Capitol. Monticello, the memorial to Thomas Jefferson. And then after Monticello, I went through the Franklin Delano Roosevelt Memorial, which was interesting. It was spread out, too much to record. I got back into my truck and headed south. Another look-see at the Pentagon. I was kind of confused as to what I was going to do with my time. Wasn't sure if I wanted to just go home or keep going, but I decided to go hit the Atlantic coast, as you can see in this map, and I was delighted with the very beautiful place to camp. This is the next morning, beautiful sunrise, and I had to cross over to Norfolk in order to go to the beach, and here's my trip across. I came up out of the tunnel and got to see that sunrise again, but I was real close to the naval shipyard there, and you can see a carrier in the distance. So I ended up hitting the Atlantic Ocean at Virginia Beach. back to my truck to head further south. At this point in the trip, I still wasn't decided on what I was going to do, and I looked at the map and I saw the islands along the coast, and I thought, well, that would be neat to go to. And I saw Kitty Hawk, and I thought, well, I'll go there. While I was at Kitty Hawk, I realized that to travel down the Outer Bank, I'd have to go and take a ferry, and it would delay me for a number of hours. So I decided to just cut across back into the Alligator Refuge and head west through North Carolina. I like the boats. This took me through Alligator Refuge, which turned out to be a very beautiful place, complete with storm-damaged and ancient old wrecks of houses. This next stop is at a boat ramp on the East Lake inside the Alligator Refuge. I crossed the bridge, got off the Alligator Refuge Peninsula, crossed that East Lake, and then I headed west. Probably went for another couple hours, and then I found a Walmart and camped out for the night. Well, that does it for this video, folks. Just remember, happy trails.